Okay, so this is my cream blushes back here, powder blushes here. So we're going to tackle these today. I'm going to see what I want to keep and what I want to declutter. Maybe start with creams first, because I know there's some on top that I'm really not sure about. Maybe take this over to my vanity. Right, so I might do some swatches. We'll start off here, because this is, I think there's some creams here. I think there's some powders here though as well. Yeah, creams and powders. That's a powder. So obviously I'm going to see how much I can declutter from here. And yeah, this is going to be interesting. So this one, I think that's going, but let's swatch it. Okay, so we've got the Inglot X Maura Elements collection, and that one is in Luminous Rose. I think I'm going to have to open the curtains. So that's the shade there. I'm going to declutter that. Oh, that's much better, isn't it? Then we've got the Revolution Hydra Bright. I don't think I want to keep this either. I mean, that is nice though, that peach. Yeah, I think we'll keep that. Right, then we've got this Milani. What are these things called? Coral Crush. So the shade is Coral Crush, and it's one of their Cheek Kiss cream blushers. Karen kindly sent me this. So, hoping to actually keep it. I don't think it will have gone bad yet. Right, so it's very vibrant. I don't know if it's me. I'm going to keep it. And then, obviously, if I don't use it a lot in spring, I'll declutter it then. Because what's the point in keeping hold of something if I'm just not going to use it? Then we've got this Tower 28 orange one. So it's in the formula Beach Plate, and the shade is Golden Hour. So that's that 4th shade down there. I think I'm going to keep it because I will be keeping some orange peach leaning blushes, and I think that'd go nice with it. But again, you know, if I'm not using it enough, it will go in spring, I think. And I think I'll be keeping these just because they're Disney. I'll show you what they look like. Right, so that's the shade of that one. I think it's called Mad Hatter's Cheek. And then that's the shade of it there. So yeah, I'll keep that. No, the other one was called Mad Hatter's Face. This one's called Mad Hatter's Tongue. This one is very, very bright. Again, I think for this one, let's turn it around so you can actually see it. Sorry. I think for this one, if I don't get a lot of use out of it, I'll just declutter it in spring. So if you can see, that one there, Mad Hatter's Tongue, is very, very comparable to that Milani one down there, Coral Crush. Okay, this is too vibrant as well. It's the MUA blusher in the shade Watermelon. I'll do a swatch, but I'm going to declutter it. Right, so to me, that is similar to Mad Hatter's Tongue and also the Milani one, so I definitely don't need to keep it. So that's going. This one's off Maura, so I think I'll be keeping this. Let's just do the swatch of it. So that's the shade Dusky Rose. Definitely keeping that. I really, really like it. It's an MUA and Glossybox special. So it's, yeah, it's just really, really pretty. I want to keep it. So then we've got the MUA Misty Rose. Let's try this one out. Yeah, that one's quite nice as well. It's like a peach shade, so we'll keep that. So this is what we've done so far. So I'll have to take the swatches off soon, and because obviously we've still got all this, and I do want to try and do swatches on everything. So we'll only be doing cream blushes today, and then powder blushes maybe tomorrow. So here we've got Tutti Fruitti. I don't know if I like this one, and it's definitely orange based. I don't want to keep too many orange based blushers. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that type of orange, so this one is going to get decluttered as well. So then we have Peach Puff, and this one might be going too. Oh, I actually think I like that one, so we'll keep that one for now as well. Right, shall we... Oh, there's... What's this one? Do the Flower Beauty ones. I've only got 2 of these. I think this one's Nectar. Yeah, Nectar. Yes, Nectar we're keeping as well, and like that's them up until this point. There's some similarities with the blushes for sure. I think I may put my light on just down really, really low, just so you can see it a little bit better before I remove the swatches. Oh yeah, that's much better. Remember, this is artificial light now, guys. But I just want you to see all the blushes, really. So we'll do a couple more swatches, and then I'll take all this off the arm and we'll start doing the other swatches. I mean, there's a lot to get through still. Right, so this is the other Flower Blush Bomb. This one is in the shade Pinched. Can you see how similar those two shades are? Except Pinched is more sheer. I normally use those together when I'm using them. Okay, so we'll go with this. I think this isn't really going anywhere. I really do like this one. Kind of got that orange gold glow, you know, like the NARS Orgasm, but in cream form. So yeah, I really do like that. So that one's in the shade Coral Glow. It is a highlighter stick, but that I would say that's more on deeper skin tones. On me, it makes a really nice blush topper. So that's that there. Then this is the Makeup Academy Luxe blush stick. And I don't think this has a shade. Wait. It just says blush shimmer stick. And again, that's very similar to the collection one I've just shown you. Let's see how similar they are. They're not that similar, actually. The MUA one is more pink and the other one is more orange peach, I would say. Okay, let's go on with this Becca one. I don't think I want to keep this. So it's the Becca Beach Tint. So this is what it looks like. I might wait for this one. I might wait until I get the e.l.f. Putty Blush brush and give it a try. Because it might be the brush. Well, I don't even think I normally use a brush. I think I just normally apply it with fingers. But let me do a swatch of it. Yeah, it's not creamy anymore. And look how chunky it is. That one's going in the bin. Okay, let's swatch these Barry M Fresh Face Cheek and Lip Tint. I've never used these as lip tints. So we've got the shade Summer Rose. So that's a beautiful pink. And then this one, I think it's more peach leaning. So yeah, Peach Glow. And that's that one. This is how obsessed I used to be with peach leaning shades. I've got so many in my collection. I do have a few pink, but not as much as peach and orange tone blush. Right, so this is another one of the one Desi got me. It's not open, so I'm not going to open it. It's the LA Colours Cream Gel Blush, and this looks the same. It's more air than anything. But that shade is Mesmerising, so I'm going to keep that for now. Then we've got this Plouise one. So this is Plouise, the cheek of it. This shade is Legally Pink. So let me see if I can show you this. I'm keeping this anyway because it's a nice pink blush. Like, that is Barbie pink, isn't it? It's like pink with a lilac undertone. Let me just swatch it for you guys. Goes really, really nice, that, with my powder Dior highlighters because of that tone as well. So yeah, I definitely want to keep it. Then we've got this super dewy Revolution one that my good friend Karen bought for me a while back. What shade is this? I think it's Fake the Flush. Yeah, says it there. Fake the Flush in this. Sorry, I'm choking. This is more of an orange blush as well. Right, so I would say, yeah, it's like more orange peach leaning. And I have got lots of blushes like it, so I could declutter it, but it's a dewy blush and I don't really have a lot. Well, yeah, I kind of do, so I could let it go, but I'm not going to at this point. So that's that. And then there's these two. This one's going, I don't need to swatch it, but I'll swatch it for you guys. Right, so that's that one there. That is actually very, very pretty. But yeah, I'm just going to declutter it. Then we've got this L'Oreal Infallible Longwear High Impact Stick. And this one is in Tangerine Please. I don't know whether to let it go. Hang on, let's see. That is a bright orange, great for summer and autumn. Let's leave it in for now. And then we'll see where I am with spring next year. Yeah, they're all them blushes. So we just need to go into this part now. Then we can count how many I'm getting rid of, which is not a lot. I thought I might get rid of a little bit more than what I'm getting rid of, but any declutter is a good declutter in my opinion. So what's this? Oh, this is the Dose of Colour cream blush that Naomi sent me a while back, and I didn't know if it was still good. But let's have a look at it. It's in Warm Peach. Right, so look at all that in the blush. I don't know if that's just gone bad or whether it's crap from the mirror. Let me do a swatch of it anyway. I don't know whether to clean the mirror up and then, but like it's turned a different colour. If you look at the shade of the blush down there, it's turned a different colour. I think I'm just going to declutter it, but I will do a swatch of it. So that's it there. It's a real shame because it was a gift off Naomi, but that's just kind of like note to self. Cream blushes don't last a long time, so you've got to use them. And that's just one less cream blush to use, isn't it, if I declutter it? But unfortunately, it's going to get decluttered into the bin. What I might do is I might depot the cream out, because it is a bougie ass little compact. And then, you know, if I ever want to put some cream in here, I can. Yeah, I think I'll do that. So at least I'm keeping the actual compact. So we've got a Colourpop one. This one is in the shade Jellyfish. Really nice raspberry shade, definitely unique to my collection. What I do is I pair it with this. I will show you that powder blush, but I don't think I'm going to do any swatches on powders. So I'll do swatches on that when I get to my powders tomorrow, if I do the powder collection and swatches and declutter video tomorrow. So yeah, that's that. What's this one? Oh yeah, this is the one from Primark. So it's the Rare Beauty dupe and it's in the shade Peach. I don't even think it looks peach, to be honest, but let me show you it. I mean, it's looking a lot lighter on camera, but when I look at it, it's like virgin orange coral. Definitely keeping that one. So let's move on to whatever else I've got in here. Oh, we've got a LYS one here that Amy sent to me. So this one is in the shade Grateful. It says it's a satin matte cream blush. Now this, guys, is not a blush I've got in my collection. I don't have a powder blush like this in my collection, because what I like to do is I like to do the Patrick Tar method. I like to put the powder blush on first and then this, like a shade like this over the top. I'm going to keep it in the collection till spring of next year because I've barely used it, and if I'm not using it, it's just going to get decluttered. I've got this Matte Essence Touch blush. I'm not going to talk about that yet. I can talk about these because they've got creams in them. So we've got the Patrick Tar. Do we know her? This isn't going anywhere. I'll do you the swatches. Okay, so that's them there, the very peach leaning, and that's them there. There's a lot of fluff in that cream blush, but I don't care. And you can see, obviously, I've worn the P away from the Patrick Tar. Wow, that's great. I nearly broke it. Yeah, you can see I've worn the P away from the Patrick Tar blush. So it's definitely had a lot of use, but I have had it a while, so I need to focus on using it more. I think I need to bring it into a project pan or something, but this one would have to come in first because that's even older. So this is the Natasha Denona Love Cheek Duo, and oh, that's just what it's called, Love Cheek Duo. It's got a cream blush and a highlighting. I'm just going to take off these blushes, and actually I can put this on my hand and show you that way. So this is what mine looks like. A bit worse for wear, I know, but the highlight is beautiful. I do like the blush as well. It's cream to powder. I like the highlighter better, and like I said, this needs to come in a project, I think. So I might bring this out for kind of a year. No, I can't do that because I've got the Dior one in. I was going to say I might bring this out in my That's Expensive project pan update and keep it in for the rest of the year, but I've got that Dior powder highlight, so I'm not too sure what I'm going to do. Also do know is this needs to come out maybe in a Shop My Stash then. Right, so that's what they look like. I mean, yeah, I keep it around more for the highlighter, to be honest. So all the blushes are like from there going all the way up. Like I said, I probably got a lot of repeats. So that's those. Then we've got this blusher here. I will show it to you, but I'm not going to do swatches because it's not a blush powder collection. We'll be doing that another time. This goes really, really nice with the blusher that Karen got me, the Milani one in Coral Crush, because it's that type of shade. Like I said, you'll see that in a separate video, but this one is NARS Pierre Hardy in Boys Don't Cry. So yeah, that was an ASOS special. So I'm going to count them up and I'll tell you how many I'm decluttering. Hang on. I can't believe this, guys, but I forgot to show you my Made by Mitchell blushes. I've got some more like this. It does say the blushes, but I use them more for eyeshadow bases, which you would have seen in my single eyeshadow collection. So let's go through these. There's only 4. So far, there's 21 total in here, cream blushes. So if I keep all these, it'll be 25. So let me just see what I want to keep and what I want to declutter, and I'll just put them on the hand there if I can. The first one is this pink blush. This one is in the shade Strawberry Cream. Yeah, that's that one there. And we've got this one. I've got so many shades like this, I can let it go, and I think this is my oldest one. Yeah, I definitely think this is my oldest one. I think, yeah, because Karen got me this, Can't Cope with Coral. Let's do a swatch. So I've got way too many shades like that, and there's been a few occasions it leaks. I think I'm just going to declutter it. I don't need to keep it when I've got so many shades. I mean, if you look at my arm, got so many shades like it, so that one can go. Not this one, I don't think I like this either. It's a lot like the MUA one I swatched earlier, the orange one. This is Ripetide. It's a very unique shade, but it looks like something I won't care to mention. Let me show you when it's blended out. Yeah, it definitely reminds me of the MUA one, so getting rid of that. This one, you can use it as a hybrid bronzer, I think. I think that's what I use it for. So, Darling Peach. So that's that there. Let me share that out. If you build it up, you can use it like as a cream bronzer hybrid. So the only ones I'm keeping then are 2. So we've got rid of half of my Made by Mitchell collection. Did I say 25 in here? If I said 25, obviously I'm going to edit it, so I'll be able to update it. So then we've got 27 cream blushes. So this is the collection, what it looks like now. Will these actually fit in? They never get used because they're somewhere else. You have to be stood up, because if you lie them down, they start leaking. So that looks better. I mean, obviously there's still a crazy amount of cream blush there, but I do use my cream blush, obviously, when I'm bringing other... I've actually got one more cream blush that I forgot to tell you about. I do bring out cream blushes every shop my stash. I like to do the Patrick Tar method, like I said earlier. And with that, you do need a cream blush to go on top. Anyway, I've got this one that's in here. And that's the LA Colours cream blush in the shade Tainted Love. Stunning pink. I had to put it in here because I couldn't get any out of it. And I didn't think there was that much in, but there's a whole pot full nearly. I'm going to do you a tiny little swatch of it. It's pretty though, it's very dewy. I mean, I think Desi got them from the dollar store. I'm not saying they wasn't good because they're from the dollar store. I just think there's a fault in the package. Yeah, this is all of the second round of blush swatches. I hope you've enjoyed me doing the swatch. They look a bit... Oh, ignore them, they're not swatches. So it just goes from here all the way down to here. I hope you've enjoyed the fact that I put swatches in this go around. I don't normally do that. Normally I just show you what I've got. So it might make the video a little bit longer, but I just thought you might want to see it. That won't do, will it, guys? I didn't tell you the amount we was decluttering. So we decluttered 8 in total. It's not the best, but it's not too bad either. And I'll be decluttering powders as well. And we'll be doing another declutter in spring. So I think I've got 26 and I decluttered 8 basically. Thank you for your time, guys. I really do appreciate it. Please like, it really does help get my small channel out there. Share and comment. If you didn't know, I'm doing a lot of lives these days. Get Ready With Me lives. I go live Monday to Thursday between 8:30 and 9 o'clock UK time. Friday it's slightly earlier, it's 3:30 PM UK time, and then on a Sunday it's between 6 and 6:30 UK time, just because I've got family commitments and those are the 2 days that I can't film later. Anyway guys, I'd love it if you joined a live over there. And again, yeah, please like, subscribe if you're new here, and I'll see you all in the next video.